Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. I just gotta wait for the rest of the bits to be brought over. And I've got all of the copper wire that I could possibly want. Now, it's coming over this way at the moment. It's coming in onto a second belt, and it's coming in on there. It's dropping down and then coming in round here. So what I want to do is I want to get two belts coming down. One of them is going to come down here and feed into this main assembly line, and the other one's going to go over and feed off to the rest of the base. And that way it should be more evenly spread so that everything is running these copper wires through and not just some of them. At least this is what I'm hoping. See, I got 10 of them working right there absolutely flat out, and 10 of them I can't fill the belts up completely. Like, the belt is running away there, but they're making them too fast for me to even be able to fill the belt. So I'm only like using 8. And the 8th one isn't being used fully, but it's not using all of the copper that I've got available. So, yeah, when we upgrade the belts, we'll end up with more throughput on this by quite a long way. So I don't regret building that one there. That's doing quite nicely. So all I need to do is head over this way and then make sure that we've got a double belt that runs all the way down so that we can properly utilize it at the bottom. And you can see over here, I've got a lot more belts and inserters and everything. They're on their way over. They will be doing some more stuff over in the main base. They're just not quite there yet, but they'll get there. We just need to wait for them for a minute. Right, I'll pop you under there, and that one, and then we go boom and boom, and we bring this one down over to here. That one's just going to go up there like that, and then I'm going to bring a normal belt in here for this, and that's going to go that way. It's going to go over there like that, and it's going to go to there like that, and then this normal belt is just going to go underneath and out there like that, which means that I can get rid of this bit of belt over here plus that. That one will just go there, and all of the copper wire on that belt is going to head down there into the main base, and all the other bits of copper wire are going to head off over here. So let's just change these around so that I've got them going the way that they should be. That one up there. That one will come down there like that. This one here, we get rid of that one, and we will put it there like that. You will go in there, and you will go down and in there. We'll get rid of those two. And that basically just puts them on the right side, so we don't have as many underground belts sort of confusing the issue here as we would otherwise. And everything is running perfectly fine and tickety-boo exactly where we want it. So next, if I go back up here, now I've got a belt there that's sort of going onto each side. I'm going to stick another balance belt. I'm going to like another balance splitter right in there. And I'm not going to worry about any more than that. So I've got one splitter there that's balancing it, and I got one here that's also balancing it. And I'm hoping that that will be sufficient to keep everything moving along quite nicely. There's another one right there as well. That should also help with things. And now we're just waiting for the last few belts to be brought in. Is that all of them? Yeah, that they should now just dot down there and then fill everything right up. And now I can go along and I can just like put stuff in myself without any problem. But I always like the robots just to finish off the last little bits that happen in here. And I've made a grievous error in judgment right there. That needs to come out of there. And it needs to go in here. We very nearly had a whole load of... And this is why I like to make sure I watch the robots just put in the last few bits in place. Because otherwise, you can sometimes have some very unpleasant things happening. Alright, you can get things going horribly, horribly wrong, and there I very nearly mixed in a vast quantity of copper plates into our copper wires, and that kind of mess takes a long time to sort out. So here we have just about everything in. I've got a couple of bits of belt left. I've got some of them up there waiting to come in just on these last few, but for the most part we now have wires pushed all the way back, right the way through here. Both lines are completely crammed full, all the way, right the way down in. And it's the same on here as well. I've got that is crammed full right the way down to there. This is crammed full as well. So everything that the wire can be used in, that we want the wire to be used in, is now completely full. Well, we got nothing spare on here anywhere, and that's a really, really, really good thing. I've got a whole load of these grey circuits in here. They're taking up some of the wire, and that's making me think that I should actually split that one right there. Use that line for the grey circuit, so this comes down here and is only used on the red circuits. So there's a slight tweak that we're going to make on this, very slight. It's not a big thing. It is enough to make a difference, but it's not huge. So we'll put that one in there, and we will drop in a splitter, so that one comes in there, and then we will stop. Yeah, that's the in-feed wire. That's the in-feed one there. So I'm going to stop that one there. And I'm going to put this underground belt. That one's going to come down there. And it's going to go here, like this. So that's going to drop right in. So you are going to do your picking up on there, which is up on here. So I got collection up there. You here are also collecting off of that wire, and you are collecting off of this wire. So some coming in from the outside, which means that the wire here is feeding those four, these three right here. Actually, no, they just take paper, don't they? Yeah, it's feeding these. It's feeding these over here and this bit in here. So I've got a more even spread of the wires. This is good. And get that one going as well. Right, grey circuits are running. Grey circuits are going. The copper wires are more evenly spread. I'm now supplying everything, and everything does actually seem to be full. So I'm cramming this copper wire in literally as fast as I possibly can, right the way through on all of it. The only issue we've really got is these red ones here now. I don't have enough paper coming in. And I'm okay with that as an issue at the moment. That, I feel, is an issue that we can continue to just work with, and we'll see how it pans out over time. I've got enough material supplying all of the paper-making factories. I don't have a shortage anywhere of the stuff that's making that. The shortage is the actual paper. It's making the actual paper itself. And that is a bit of a drawn-out process, because it takes such a long time to make. Each cycle of this is 4 seconds crafting time. Now, you wouldn't have thought that 4 seconds was actually that significant, but it is. That 4 seconds is actually being rather noticeable at the moment. None of this in here is slowing, like, it's not contributing to a slowdown anywhere. I am not waiting on it. I know that this one here is waiting a little bit, but it's not actually accumulating extra paper anywhere. I'm using every single little bit of paper that is being produced. There's nothing being stacked up, no backlog of accumulation anywhere at all on any of it. So paper could be the issue. The main issue that we've got right here is paper. the red circuits once again. Now, obviously, I have had a bit of a dearth of these for just a short while, which means I do have to wait a bit just for them to accumulate back up. But that's not going to take very long by the look of it here, so things will back up and fill up it once again, and then it's all just going to carry on sort of where it left off, really. That's doing very nicely in there and filling these bits up. And we're pulling out the coal from that as well, and that's all being used up. And here we have, and I'm not using excessive amounts of copper. I am using up some copper. Get a little bit coming down from the top, but it's not causing us any issues. And we've got a good steady stream running in through. I like that. Right, oh, then other thing. How much we got left out? 571 natural gas left in there. Just 571. It's not going to take long now before that is all used up. These 4 tanks in here, they are now emptying out as we have gone up here. This has been processed through. That's been processed through as well. Probably not empty out these tanks down here, but we have at least used up the natural gas that is left in there. 543 that is left. I'm wondering where I should go to start bombarding all of these enemies. Like, am I going to actually start trying to push my way through them? Or not? The Givelite ore is something that I was considering making use of, because you can combine that and make pure iron rather than getting any of the extras. Oh! There is another thing that we need to now go and do. We need to get storage. We need steel in order to do that, because we need to store up even more slag. And yes, I know I've got massive amounts. I could process it, turn it into stone, and then turn it into landfill, and that is something that I have considered, despite the fact that I've told you so many times that I do want to keep lots of slag, because we will end up using it. We're sort of struggling to stay on top of it, and one of the things that we're struggling with is just being able to use it in the first place. Now, I got nothing extra coming in here. The iron is completely dried up because I've got 0 storage space for slag, which in turn means that I will have nothing coming through to my smelting facility in there, which is just wonderful. It is absolutely just wonderful, isn't it? That's what we want. We want everything to just dry up so that we can't do a thing in here. That's pure steel in there. That's pure steel in there. I want to get... Oh, right. Well, there's one piece of steel. Is that all I got? Pretty sure that is all I got. Right. I got no steel down there. Got no steel there. No steel anywhere. Have I got any steel up here? Just like, I only need a few little bits so that I can make some big storage turrets, but I don't have those either. Where is the smelting? Where did I go and leave that? I'm in the wrong place. Go over this side. Smelting! Where are you? Oh, I'm looking right at it. It's right here. This is where I want to be. This is where all the action is. Come on down here. So I've got no steel in there. Definitely not. Now, what about in here? You are a steel rod, and a steel rod is good. Oh, it's 2 steel plates, but I haven't got anything spare in there. Nope. 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 Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Not a thing. Okay, I've got no steel spare anywhere. In here, I got 51,000 in there. That means that one is completely full. That one is completely full. Everything else completely full. So you are full and no capacity for anything anywhere. And then if we go up this way, I've got the same exact issue with my iron up here. If we go and have a look, I have got... That's the copper coming in. The slag is full. I got no room for slag here anywhere. That one's full as well. I had this one here as like a joint operation. Everything was coming up into that one. It's just coming from there. So if I can also do a joint operation from down here with this. I've got extra slag coming in there, and that's going into that one. This is making additional slag coming off of there. So that one's blocked up. This one down here is blocked up, and that one's full. So I want to get all of the slag that's coming out, and I want to put it onto one line, and I want to take it north with me. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. You were supposed to be putting stuff in, and you haven't even got any on your belt. Right, let's drop you down that way. Over. Up. We will pop that one in there. Go up like that. We'll stop there with that one for a minute. This is going to be tricky, but I can do it. I know how I can do that. I can put... That one can... It can't go under there. It would have to go all the way across here, and it won't reach that far, which means that I want this belt here to somehow turn around and come back down this way. That would be not a problem, actually. I could even do it... Yeah, I can just do it there. That one's going to go underneath, and it's going to go to there, like that. And then you are going to... You're going to do that, are you? Let's put a splitter on there. Let's get rid of that one. Let's put that belt around and down and over and back in like that. So it's turning round and going up through. And then we will put this in. Not that it really matters. I don't really need to keep these in place. It's only because later on I will be taking these out. And I don't want to forget that I've disconnected anything. I want it all to be connected together on the same belts and so on. Then we're going to put that one. It's just going to go under by one so that it can go that way, over, down. That one will go there, so that is in the middle, and I've got two of them, and they should run evenly from both sides. So there's that bit. You up there, that's another problem. I've got that one up there, and you need to be able to come in and join in with this bit now, rather than going anywhere else. So, scrap this bit. That's got to go. You got to go as well. That one can go. That underground belt up here. See this slag that comes out of that? I've got to be able to have that working properly. So I'll remove the belt over to here and take that slag out, and that inserter will come out. We've got our plasma turrets, so we're making some good progress. Plasma turrets are absolutely fan-schmastic. That is really good news. Next on the list, I want to go back to working towards, well, I'd actually like modular armor. I think modular armor would be rather nice at this point. Be something that would be quite useful for us to have so that we can have some running boosts. I know that I've got some new technologies and we'll be able to have hovercraft and teleportation pads and stuff like that, but those are also going to take time. So we kind of want to be working towards some of that stuff. The gun turrets and that we want, they all require the same tech. Surprisingly, a lot of them actually need us to make concrete, and that's because it's down to basic enhancement technology level 3. So we'll start making some concrete. We'll start researching that one now. It's on a completely different line from something else that we've been doing for a while. Let me give us something new. Now, next up, I'm going to put you right there, and that belt is going to come out that way. And then we go up, over, down. And that's going to pop into there. And so then that one, that little bit of slag can come out the bottom of this one down here. and then it'll be able to join in. So this one up here now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put that on a splitter like that. Then this one is going to go sideways. Actually, that one is going to go back up by 1 space up to there, and I'm going to put a belt down. It's going to go here. I'm going to put another splitter on there to join them together more efficiently. And then that one is going to come in round. You know what? Actually, I don't need that at all, do I? That's a waste of a splitter. Those things are expensive. So don't do that. Just do it like this. There. I know that it means that the ore is only going to be coming in on one side, but that'll be fine. We don't mind that. Not even a little bit. And I haven't got enough. I want to put a belt over this way so that I can have some slag going in. Well, I guess I can have some coming off of there. It's not going to work like that. Right, which means that you and you have got to be removed. And I get rid of that and that one. So then this one over here, that one can go like that. I can have a belt now that will go this way. Down and over. Down. Over. And that's just going to go to there. I don't need it to do any more than that. Just 2 inserters going in would be absolutely fine. So that will fill that one up right there. And then this one over here can go down that way. Go here and down that way. And then I can do an underground belt that will come out down to this way. And then you will go over there, and yeah, I'm just going to do that so that it does go together onto one belt over here. And then I've only got one belt that I need to deal with on this next stage, which is going to go from here, and it's going to go up. Actually, I want that one to go there, don't I? So I'm going to bring you back a little bit. I'm going to knock you here. You're going to go up to there, like that. So then we can get a belt. That belt will run over and hook into there. And now I want a belt, and I'm going to weave a belt in and out of all of these underground ones. These underground ones we can't do anything with right here. Ooh. We need to make sure we know exactly where we're going. That's our next line. So we've got to find out exactly where we're going. And this is exactly where we're going. We want to come up. We want to join on to that belt right there. Which means I want to come back over here, down that side of the copper. Over down here. So I want to go there. Yeah, actually, no. I'm in the right place. I'm in the right track. Bring it over this way, like that. And cross over. We go up there by 1, and then we bring it back this way a bit. Over. That's got to go up that way. I got a lot of slag that I'm carrying around. That'll be fine. Ooh. Need one more space right there, and then it'll skip right the way across and up to there, which is good. And then from here, I'm just going to run this out on a straight belt. I'm not actually going to do an underground belt on this bit. I'll bring you over to that point, and then we'll go up right here. It's going to take me up to there. So I want to get over here into that bit, which means I want to go in a straight line pretty much from where I am. But what I'll do for the rest of this line is I'm going to bring you there, and you're going to go up to that bit. Now we'll do some underground belts. And I'll pop these underground belts down like this, just in line with the rest of them. And then I'll stop there. So I've got that underground belt that's going up there, and that one hooks up and it goes up through this side. So I could bring one here up to there, and no, if I go there, it's going to be too close to that splitter. So I don't want to get hooked into... Ooh, yes I can. I can bring it up by... I can go up by 1 further. So if I bring you up there, drop you down there like that. I've now got no underground belts, so I need to find some more of them. Where are the underground belts from where I'm sitting? They're just over there. They're not very far away. So we'll go and run and grab a few of them. And it's going to end up that we'll be able to put the stuff down here. Right? I have a cunning and wonderful master plan on all of this. And it is going to work. Absolutely sure you it's going to work. Look at this. We've got all the belts and the underground belts and everything. It's all full. Well, apart from that one. It's got 38 still to go, but we're getting there because we've got no iron at the moment. I'm going to take... I'll just have a stack of 50 of them, and I'll go into here, and I will build that up to a full stack of 50 as well. I've got several of these. I'm going to just go into this one here, and I'm going to take a few more of them, and another stack of 100. That'll do me nicely. Now, run back down this way. I'll tell you what I could do. While I'm over here, we can start this next bit. Angel's Logistics right in there. So I am going to make 5 of them, and that leaves me with no iron. A little bit shy of iron. I got a load of copper cables right there. I got masses of slag up here, which is definitely no good to me. I'm going to have to take a bit of time to clear out some of this rubbish from my bag soon. It's not all rubbish. Just some of it is rubbish. But we will have to take time to clear some of that out fairly quickly. Now, while we're waiting for some of that to make, that one needs to go up there. It just needs to go by 1 space so that I can pop that splitter in there, because I'm going to need to split in some more slag in a minute. I've got the chests. Go on and put those down. They're not the warehouses that I was hoping to get, but I've only got 5 steel plates at the moment, which means that we're going to have to do something else entirely on this soon. But for now, we will go there. That's where all of them are coming out to meet. They're all coming together. Oh, no, they're not. I got one over here, and I got one... Oh, that's not good. I need you to come over this side. I've got that extra chest in there. I need all the slag coming in together. So I'm just going to pop these down here like this. There. A whole load of chests like that. Tell you what, I could upgrade those. It would be better if I had them as upgrades. We'll do that in a minute. I don't have the iron at the moment. So we will not concern ourselves with that just yet. But what I can do is I can at least start this moving. So I put 2 of these on each of these. And that's just going to start stuff moving along. And I can also put 2 in there like that. And that's like a little bit. That one wants to turn round. That one wants to turn round. So does that one and that one. So then everything is meeting up into that middle chest. And we can go up by another layer. And we can do a few more up there in a bit. We won't do it yet. So we'll go here, here, and here. Right. I have now got these belts moving. That's moving. This over here, it will be moving in a minute. It's not moving yet, but we are on our way. I need to get rid of that one there. Just for a minute. That belt is going to go up there and then sideways. And then it's going to be an underground belt that's going to go over to there. I then want to put that one down like that. And I want to have another standard belt, and that's going to run up here next to these, and that's going to pop into there. So that should now be all the slag coming up from the copper, including the slag coming off of these bits right here, where we're making these molds from the sintering oven and working through all the rest of that. Plus, we've got all of the slag that's coming out of here on this bit. That goes up through there, right the way up through here, and then joins in here. We're going to have to wait a minute just while everything catches up. But, I mean, you can... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.